So, you guys have been yelling at me, Hoyo, long enough to get their attention about Zhongli. And I thought if they were ever going to address the issue, it would have been just about him. But no. They are going to the core of the issue. And this is where I think things are getting a little bit interesting. Because I always thought Zhongli was a okay character. I thought he was fine. I thought the utility that Zhongli brought to a team was good. I mean, there's even runs of people running Geo MC and Zhongli and beating the Spiral Abyss 12 together with them. Now, this is absolutely insane because they're going to the core of the issue and they're actually tackling Geo as an element. Now, like I said, I thought Zhongli was okay, but I always thought Geo sucked. I thought Geo as an element sucked, but they're addressing that too. Let's talk about this and see what they're actually talking about. So basically what they're saying right here is they already been, observing what's been happening along with the community, and they've been taking the feedback seriously, and that they're going to be testing Zhongli in 1.3. A lot of you guys probably already heard about that with like the little picture of him walking into the door, and like, you saw the buff Paimon getting buffed out there, shredding it up. So people thought initially that he was going to get buffed anyway, coming to 1.3 beta. But right here, it says the current adjustments are follows and covers 4 aspects: enhancing Zhongli's talents, optimizing the controls and mechanics of his abilities, improving the mechanics of Geo resonant mechanics, and adjusting his shield. So that's what they're going to be doing. It said it'll continue to observe what's happening with them with the upcoming 1.3, and they hope that we enjoy the experience. That's pretty much what this whole paragraph right here is saying. Let's jump into the meat of what they're actually doing, because this stuff sounds absolutely insane. So the original effect, adjusting the passive talent, will increase Planet Befall's damage by an amount equal to 33% of Zhongli's max HP. Post effect adjustment, the damage dealt by the following of Zhongli attacks will increase based on his max HP. Normal charge and plunging attacks will be increased by 1.39 of his max HP. So instead of Planet Befall being about his max HP, he's going to get 1.39% of the damage done by his max HP now. If you see the damage right here, you notice how much the damage is going up. Now, say if you had like a 50,000 HP Zhongli, that means he'll be getting like 695 attack damage based on the 1.39% max HP modifier. So the more HP you have, the more damage this character is going to do now. And yes, they're taking out the extra burst damage from his actual super, but his super already did pretty good skill damage. They're just taking that away and giving him more consistent damage on his normal attacks. But this is only one thing. Let's continue because this gets even crazier. The stone HP, the stone steel, resonance, and holding damage of Dominion's Lapis will increase by 1.9%. So yes, he's going to be able to basically, as you see right here, when you make that, is going to do more damage, and the resonance effect is going to do more damage. So the initial hit is going to do more damage, and then the resonance effect is going to do more damage based on his max HP. So once again, increasing his average damage, and he doesn't even have to be on the field for this one. That's what's crazy. And it's all scaling on the same thing. It's all scaling on HP. So this character is going to do more damage just on HP, period. Now, it says right here, Planet Befall damage will increase by 30% of Zhongli's max HP. So I think that's just going to be an innate effect now. Right here, it says right here, Planet Befall's damage will be increased by 30% of Zhongli's max HP. So that's no longer going to be a character passive talent. It's going to be something else now. I think that's just what it's going to be. Like, it's going to be in the skill description that's just going to happen. So it's no longer, so his talent passive may just change. So he's still going to have that. Never mind. So he's still going to have that. This is absolutely insane. So he's just going to do more damage on it. Just stack HP on. He's going to do damage. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Adjustments to his Dominus Lapis holding mode. Original effect causes nearby Geo energy to explode, causing the damage effects. Creates a shield of Jade. That shield damage absorb scales based on Zhongli's max HP and has 250% Geo damage absorption. That's the normal effect. Deals AoE Geo damage if they're nearby targets with the Geo element. It drains large amounts of Geo element for from a maximum of 2 such targets. This effect does not cause damage. That's what it did before. Now, causes nearby Geo energy to explode, so the same thing, causing the effects. If the maximum number of stone steles have not been reached, it will create a stone stele. Creates a shield of Jade. The shield damage absorption scales based on max HP and has a 150% physical damage and elemental damage bonus. Absorption. So not only is it going to absorb 250% Geo damage, it's going to absorb 150% of elemental, not just him, elemental damage. That's all elements. And 150% physical. What? This is this is OT. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is just raw reaction to this. That is crazy. And he still is going to get the thing out, as you see. So even the hold, you're going to be able to get the shield and be able to get that out. You're going to be able to get it's going to give you that, and you're still going to get the explosion and stuff like that. This is crazy. And before, apparently he used to get hit out of it. He don't get hit out of it no more, as you can see. He has like sort of he's still going to take the damage, obviously, but he's going to be able to get it off. So they're going to be, adjusting, also increase the interrupting resistance of it by holding mode. So that's good too. So you're not going to get hit out of it. Absolutely insane. Now, this is stuff I was talking about where they're going to be addressing Geo, I think, as a whole. This is where things are going to start getting a little bit crazy. Let's talk about this. So this is the element resonance for Geo right here. This is what they're adjusting, the element resonance. It's the first thing. Now, the original effect was protected by shield. When protected by shield, increase attack damage by 15% and increase resistance to interruption. They thought that was fine. This is what they're doing. Increasing the shield strength by 15% now. Additionally, characters protected by the shield by the following characteristics. Damage increased by 15%. So, total damage increased by 15%. Not just attack damage, total damage increased by 15%. Dealing damage to an enemy will decrease the Geo resistance by 20% for 15 seconds. So, if you have Geo characters on your team, they're going to do more damage, have 15% more shields, and they're going to be able to automatically decrease the resistance of the Geo element by 15%. That's absolutely crazy for 15 seconds. This is a huge buff to Geo as an element. Not only are they getting that damage bonus, the total damage bonus, but they're going to be able to increase the shield strength still. Additionally, because I wasn't even there before, and then they're going to be able to get this Geo resonance, Geo resistance down now to even do more damage on top of what they're able to do for. So basically, it's going to be increasing shields and giving them more damage opportunities because of the Geo resistance that they're going to be able to do. That's actually very good. Then we have Geo balance adjustments right here. Geo shield balance adjustment. So Geo shields are adjusted from having 250% Geo damage absorption to having 150% physical damage and elemental damage absorption. Affected effects include the Geo shield created by Zhongli elements, the Geo shields created by Noel element skills, the Geo shields created when picking up Geo crystals by the Geo V Shop's hatchlings. Yeah. So basically, when you get these shields, these are going to be effects that are going to be changing. They're going to be having 150% damage and elemental damage absorption. So not just Geo absorption. This is going to help you survive immensely. This is going to help so many people with so many problems. This is huge. This is not just helping you from Geo absorption. There's not that much Geo to fight inside of these spiral abyss floors and stuff that people are struggling with. Now having a Geo unit in your team, having a character like this to just be a true tank like they were meant to be, now this will help out. The shields were nice. They gave you that innate little extra health, right? But now that they're going to be able to absorb all this damage coming to it, along with the HP that they're doing, this is going to help out. Now, this is how you make a tank. Now, people can start trying to run a tank rather than double healers. I know some people, you probably got a Chi-Chi, but you don't want to run Barber or something. The second team could probably run a tank now and have it be viable as, because you won't be taking that much damage. You won't probably need to run a second healer. You could just run your DPS and have a sub. If you have Zhongli, he could be on the second team and he will probably run it just fine rather than running two healers, a healer on each team to try to survive both floors. This is something that needs to be addressed, and this is why I thought Geo as a whole wasn't really worth it, because it wasn't really doing anything that I thought was like, I don't know, that was necessary, like helping people. Now there's going to be here tanking the ever-living hell out of floors. This is something that's very looking forward to. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I definitely want to see people mess around with this when this comes about, because this is the type of things that needed to be addressed for Geo. Now, right here at the end, they're saying this round of adjustments is not merely intended to improve the experience of playing Zhongli alone. We also better to evade shields and Geo playstyles that are closely associated with him not only for the sake, but also to improve the experience of travelers who were delving into strategy layers of the game. We hope to give you, the travelers, a more detailed solution as opposed to hastily throwing out general direction adjustments. So basically, they're saying, hey, we took this real serious, guys. Like, we weren't just trying to buff him. We're trying to buff this whole Geo playstyle. Like, we know some of you guys like this, and you guys weren't feeling it like we thought you would. So we're just going to address the whole thing right here and now. And pretty much just saying, you know, the same stuff as before. That's number 1.3. A lot of you know, opportunities, travelers who have access to reserves, giving us in-game suggestions and feedback. Yeah. So pretty much this is it right here. This is going to be the big change. This is what's going to be happening for Geo as a whole. So Zhongli got mega buff. HP scaling on him is going to be through the roof. He's going to have some nice modifiers right here. Just building this guy as a straight tank when a lot of HP is going to be beneficial. Geo as a whole being benefited from this is nice. Getting Geo constructs no matter what he does from his E skill is very nice. You know what? It sort of makes me a little bit jealous because I sort of want them to now address Geo MC is what I want them to address now, because that, let me tell you guys, I do not like Geo MC. Some of you guys may do, but I'm not a fan of that character. So I would love to see somehow, some way in the future, some type of addressment to that element for MC-chan like this. But this is a good start. I mean, like I said, I thought he was fine, but if they're going to do it, they did it the right way. They didn't just address him, they addressed the Geo. And so this is something that we can all be happy about, because this is not only just going to affect him, but this is going to affect us as a whole, like just characters as a whole, Geo as a whole. So even if you're not a fan of Zhongli, this is something for all of us to be happy about. So praise be to MiHoYo for appeasing to everyone in this type of solution, because they wanted to address the everything. So I can't be more happier than this. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the news. This is absolutely insane. I'm so happy, you know, that they're finally addressing character you guys want. I mean, yeah, like I said, I can only be happy, right? Even though I don't think he should, even though I thought he was fun, I can only be happy for the things that they're doing. Buffs are always nice. People get excited for buffs. People don't like to see nerfs. That's just how it go, right? So praise be to MiHoYo for exactly how they're addressing this. That's all I can say about that. If you like anything I had to say today, drop me a like. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want to hear more from me, only my socials. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you know the next video goes live. As always, my name is Daikin, and I'll see y'all next time. Signing out.